Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul and I'm super excited to talk about right join in this video. So let's go and see what exactly is this right join in SQL. So right join is similar to left join, which we discussed in our previous video, but this join returns all the rows of the table on the right hand side of the join and matches row from the table on the left hand side of the join. So the rows of which there is no matching row on the left side, the result will contain null. This means that if we have two tables, so for join the minimum should be the two tables. So if we have two tables here, table 1 is this student course data and table 2 is student data, and this is our main table and we want all of the record from this table, but we have to keep this table on the right hand side, not on the left hand side. And then we want to join it with this student record data. Then ideally all of these records which is present in this table should be there, and rest whatever record we are getting from student data will be present based on this roll number. If this roll number 1 is present in this student data, then you will get this record, else you will get null values. So if I want to describe this right join in a better way, then you can see this picture where we have two tables, table A and table B. Table B is our right table while table A is our left table, and when we join both of these two tables, then you will get all of the record from table B and the matching record of table A based on the columns on which you are joining these two tables. So let's go and write some query using this right join. So suppose you want all the record which is present in student course data, while you want to match the record with this student data and get the further more detail of those students. Then how can you do it? The simplest way to do that is that you will write select star from student course data and you will give an alias to this table. So we'll put scd and then you will put the keyword right join. Okay, after this right join you will give the table student data which is our table A. So when you have seen this picture, for table A we are using student data, for table B we are using this course data, student course data. Now after we put second table, we have to give alias for this table also. We'll put st and then we have to give the column on which we are joining these two tables. So I'll put scd.roll number because roll number is the common column between student course data and student data. So I'll put scd.roll number equal to sd.roll number and then I'll run this query. Before I run this query, let's go and see how many records are present in this student course data. So if I run this query, select star from student course, you will see that you have 60 rows. When I run this query, select a star from student data, we have only 10 rows. Now, if I run our right join query, we should ideally get 60 record in our output. So we have got 50 records here. Reason being is that this student table is our right table as per the query. And this student data has only 10 record, and for each of a single student we have 5 different record in our database, right? So that's why we are getting only 50 record. But if we want all of the records from this student course data, what we can do is that we can take this student course data and put it in the right hand side and student data on the left hand side. And now if I run this query, we should get all of those 60 records. There you go, you have 60 rows returned and all of those records are there. Only for roll number 11 and roll number 12 you will have null values, because for this roll number 11 and roll number 12 we do not have any data in our student data. So this is how basically you use right join in SQL. Now think of a scenario where you have to get only selected columns when you are using right join, then how you can do it. So you have to use alias and column name to get the respective columns. So suppose I want this name and I want course name only. So this name is from student data and this course is from student course data. So to get these two columns, what I can do is that I can write sd dot name comma scd dot course name. And then if I run this query, I should get 60 rows returned, where there will be 10 rows of null, because we have duplicate rows for each and every student in student course data. So we are getting 60 rows here with name and course name. And in last, for roll number 11 and roll number 12, you can see that we have null values here. Now if you want to have a distinct value and you don't want this duplication of data, what you can simply do is that you can put distinct here, and when you will run this query, you will have 55 records here, because we have 5 different courses tagged to a single student. Now suppose that you want to put a filter after this query. Let's take an example, is that we have this null in names, right? And we do not want that null value in names, or we want to filter out all of those null values from our result set. Then how we can do that? In order to do that, what you have to do is that you have to put a where condition. So after the right join and after this on key, we will put where, and then this name is coming from this student data, so we'll put this sd dot name column is not null. Now when you run this query, okay, so we have an error here, and the error is because there is no space between name and is, so we have to give a space where sd dot name is not null. So when we run this query, you will see we have been returned with 50 rows, and that null value in name is not appearing in our result set. So this is how basically you use right join in SQL. If you want to learn more about SQL, you can click on the right hand side of this video, or if you're interested in Excel, you can click on the left hand side of this video. Happy learning and see you in the next video.